Last night was all about the eternal Serbian Derby, and the stakes were as high as they could get. Zvezda opened the game strong, taking control of it in the first 15 minutes of action.
Can't find the finish off the window, and it's Thiago dos Santos turning on the Jets. Offloads to a cutting. Wow. Mike Dom, who punches squarely.
Red Star had the lead throughout most of the first two quarters. However, they were not convincing at all. And that's when Karlik and Tyreek Jones took charge and led Partizan to a 12-1 run in the latter part of the second period.
3-pointer off the iron from Nilakina. What an offensive rebound from Tyreek Jones, and then hooks up! My goodness, the baseline cutting Isaiah Mike!
This effort by Partizan allowed them to go to halftime with a 4-point lead and a momentum shift, which they carried into the third quarter. Mike scored 7 points in the third and extended Partizan's lead to double digits for the first time in this clash.
Catches on the cut, kicks it to the perimeter and stringing from downtown.
Partizan was taking over the game and Zvezda could not do anything about it as nobody could stop Tyreek Jones.
Up for grabs and he gets it down low. My goodness, muscles his way out of a crowd and gets to the goal.
An almost perfect game from Partizan was more than enough to secure the win in the first derby of the season. Games like this is exactly why you need Euroleague TV. You can watch up to 4 games live when it really gets crazy in different arenas at the same time. Or if you're a basketball junkie like me and want to analyze the game later, you can catch the replays anytime, anywhere. Click the link in the description and type in code HEATCHECK15 for 15% off your first year of subscription. It was not the only rivals clash though, as over in Monaco we had the French League derby between AS Monaco and Asvel. The hangover from the weekend seemed to do its damage to Monaco as Asvel jumped to a double-digit lead early in the first quarter. However, the La Rocca did not take long to adjust as Eli Akobo wanted to remind his old squad of his talents.
Eli all the way to the bucket, Akobo for 2! Akobo, double tap, there's one defender, bye-bye, split that one, how about onto my left hand for 2?
Asvel's lead was quickly cut down and we had a tie game by halftime. Monaco showed great hustle and all they needed was one strong push to take over the lead, so they did just that.
James, kicking it out, Asvel, 3, gets it to 4!
Monaco's pressure on Asvel was too much for them to handle. Monaco now improves to 7-4 and they're in a playoff spot. However, they cannot take their foot off the gas pedal just yet, as teams like Milano are gathering momentum and making a run of their own. Milano hosted Maccabi in search of their 4th win in the last 5 games, and they went after it from the very start as they did not waste any extra time getting hot.
Leday picks that up, Brooks tries one, come on!
Maccabi tried holding their own in the first half, which was enough for a 7-point Milano lead. However, in the second half, the home team completely took over.
All of them good 3-point shooters, and here's Brooks looking for a oh my goodness!
The second half was all about Milano as they had an answer for everything that Maccabi would throw at them.
Trapped in the corner, and then Leday gets through, and it's a foul call on Randolph as well. Beautiful, beautiful execution.
Maccabi fought until the very end, however a perfect night from Milano was more than enough to secure the victory. A great night for them, but not the only memorable one for this round. So TJ and Paris needed a statement performance, and they did just that, opening the game with a 15-4 run.
Scoop and score opportunity, no good. And look at the hustle. Ward all by himself, knocks it down.
Paris jumped to an early double-digit lead, and despite some runs from FS here and there, they managed to control it throughout the game. FS came as close as 6 in the last minutes of action, but that's when Paris shut down the lights for this one.
Was the victim last time. Yantunen. That's game over. Paris will win their 7th game in a row.
Paris won their 7th straight game in the Euroleague and are now sharing the 2nd spot in the standings with Olympiacos, who once again had a great performance in Peace and Friendship Stadium. Baskonia had energy for just 1 quarter of contention as Olympiacos completely thrashed them in the rest of the game despite missing Sasha Vezenkov due to an injury.
Fournier beats all of the shot blockers with one foul swoop. And he's talking about it too.
Olympiacos thrived on both ends as they proved to be too much for Baskonia to handle. The same fate followed Alba and Madrid as despite an amazing first half from Alba Berlin, Real Madrid was simply too big of a challenge for them.
Also now, this team down 4, pick and roll with Azonia. Inside Azonia, going baseline, you knew it, I saw it coming. I already called it. You knew once you got the contact on the upper side.
After a back and forth first half battle, Real finally decided that enough was enough and hit on the gas pedal. And that is when the flow of the game changed immediately.
Oh, Rafa Mays stripped. Someone call the cops.
Real controlled the second half and came out victorious, as one good half is never good enough for a win in the Euroleague. But in my last video, we saw what happens when you play until the end and when you execute the coach's game-winning play to perfection. You gotta click right here and check out what took place. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.